Happy Saturday, T Squad. It's me, Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade. What is this? BELLE COLLECTIVE Season 3, Episode 12 review. So I didn't even know that last night's episode was going to be the mid-season finale. The show will return in September with the other half of Season 3. I'm at least happy, though, that this season they're getting more than just the typical 10 episodes, which is really, really good. So we pick up where we left off last week with Latrice and Lateshia talking during So Gucci and JJ's charity event. So Latrice says that nobody can say they have a perfect marriage. I'm definitely okay. My husband knows that he knows what kind of woman I am. I'm a hell of a businesswoman. People in the community look at me a certain type of way, and I think that makes him feel insecure. I try my best to make him feel like he's the man, but we're definitely working through it, so you have nothing to worry about. But you can see it was written all over her face. She didn't have to say a word that their relationship is worse than she likes to let on. Like, she was crying, like she couldn't even hold it back, like that things are bad between them two, but she's trying her hardest to make fetch happen, child. Latrice and Lateshia both tear up during the conversation. They hug it out in the end, and Lateshia makes a joke saying, I think Cliff should only be allowed out in society for 2 days, 2 hours a day. That was funny. Even Latrice had to laugh at that one, child. So Gucci pulls Sanjay and Sky off to the side to talk and says that she wants them to put their differences aside for the community, and they agree, and tells Sky that she's proud of her graduating and thanks them again for coming. And they were, accommodating, was like, yeah, They only did that because their daddy was there. If they daddy weren't there, Sanjay would have had the same nasty attitude that she had with her during the parade. Child, bye. I see right through them kids. But anywho. So Lateshia makes an appearance on Tamra's radio show. She's there to promote her brunch tour and a pamphlet that she calls a book, child. Called Side Chicks Are Winning. What? Okay. All right. And I guess it's a book about infidelity and cheating and whatever the case may be, child. But for her to call that a book is a slap in the face to real authors like myself. That is not a book. That is a pamphlet. That ain't even a novella, child. That is literally a pamphlet, and that does not make thee an author. So you can stop with that foolishness. But congratulations. Tamra still feeling some type of way though about the fact that Lateshia and Marie met up with her ex, but she says she's trying to be the bigger person or whatever. Tamra's boobs looked great though. They really did. I couldn't take my eyes off of them. I was like, well, Jesus Christ, what is going on here? But that was that milk coming in. So Latrice goes to Goddess Link's location and Josh is there. And Latrice tells him that she need him to set up for the Edge Control re-release party. And Josh was like, you're going to invite all the girls? You are aware that they don't like you. And I was like, well, dang, can you say it in a softer, nicer way? And she was like, well, it really don't matter. I'm going to invite them anyway. Whoever comes, come, and whoever don't. So he asked where she's going to have the event at, and she was like, here. And he was like, why don't we have it at the new shop? And she was like, it's not ready. She was like, Cliff quit again. Like, he worked there, he's working on it, then he ain't working on it. I guess whenever they get into it or whatever, that's when he decides he's not going to work on it anymore. So as of that moment, she had her brother working on the place, and Josh was like, yo, brother, the tree man, working on it, like, what? Okay. But she did post a video update on Twitter that I did see of the outside of the building, and it looked really, really nice. It actually looks like her house. It literally looks like the outside of her home. So it looks like it's going to be a nice place. So I can't wait to see the finished product of it. So Tambra and Demond go on a date, and she tells him that she loves the renovations he's doing to his master suite at his home because he's trying to make, space for her because she wanted a whole nother apartment or whatever so she can have her, what she called her cat cave, because, the men had a man cave and she wanted her cat cave. But, he's making a lot of room for her and she's really excited about that. And she tells him that he's becoming the herald to her Catherine, which is her mother and father, who have been together for many, many of years. And she said that is a big compliment coming from her. So he was like, okay, So basically it was her way of letting him know that things are progressing in their relationship. So it's the day of Latrice's party. Tambra, Gucci, and Lateshia arrive and ask what's the surprise, because they're like, what's going on? And I was like, don't y'all see all of these bottles of containers of edge control? So obviously you got something to do with that, but okay. So she lets them know that the surprise is that her products will be sold nationwide at 120 beauty supply stores. And that is great. She did show on social media an example of how her edge control is used, and there was no flaking. It was holding, child. So if I ever see it, I'm gonna buy it myself to test it out. But congratulations to Latrice. That is huge. That is huge news. So she tells the girls that showed up that she loves them, and Gucci in her confessional was like, I ain't buying that, child, but okay. And she says that she will always support Latrice regardless. And I was like, okay, I can appreciate you supporting her. And did I believe Latrice when she says she loves them? No. I think that Latrice actually cares for and respects Lateshia to an extent. But when it comes to Gucci and maybe even Tambra, because her and Tambra have never really had any issues. So I think that out of all the girls, Latrice actually does like Tambra and Lateshia. The other girls, she don't really care nothing about them. So it's the day of Lateshia's first brunch tour event. And this one, of course, that starts off in Jackson. So the line is wrapped around the corner with women. Marie and Latrice, as well as several other women, are on the panel that day. And she gives the ladies shots before they go out, just to get everybody loosened up or whatever. But I guess they tried to make it seem like Latrice, had a few before she got out there, and she was drinking when she got out there as well. So, Lateshia in her confessional made a point to say that she has been helping Latrice with her public speaking. So, this was going to be, a huge step for her to do, speaking in front of this crowd or whatever. So I felt like she wanted a little cocktail, just to ease her nerves or whatever. So all the ladies are sitting out there, and it's time for Latrice to speak. And she says, who the F wants to work a 9-to-5? Nobody wants to work a 9-to-5. And Lateshia in her confession was like, Latrice, you cannot say that. We have people here that work a 9-to-5. What are you doing? Marie in her confessional also found it to be unacceptable and tasteless, and says that Latrice is trying to drink away her problems. Now, Latrice made it her business to show the full context of her speech on Twitter, and I watched it, and it wasn't the way it was portrayed on the show, how she said it. She did say that, but she also came behind it with basically showing how certain women want to work a 9-to-5, other people want to be an entrepreneur. It's not bad to do either or. So they tried it as far as the editing to make her look like she was like sloppy drunk or just drunk and talking belligerent, but that wasn't the case at all. Now, did she make that statement about who wants to work a 9-to-5? No, nobody want to work a 9-to-5. Yes, she did. But like I said, she also came with other context afterwards. So you could be offended. You could not be offended. when listening to the whole speech, would I have been offended if I was a person that worked the 9 to 5? No, but I'm not everybody. You know what I'm saying? I think that Lateshia and Marie were overreacting, but like I said, you can't tell somebody how to feel, you know? So I don't know as far as that situation concerned, but the entirety of the speech wasn't bad to me at all. And then one of the other panelists that's up there dressed like Cyndi Lauper, I don't know where she was going, child. She made a comment saying that there's no homes in Jackson's worth over $400,000. And the crowd was not feeling that at all, honey. They was mad, honey. Now that was the comment that was rude. So Lateshia was like, So she calls up Gucci to dispel that claim, and she does. And the women applaud Gucci and this, that, and the third. And so the woman apologizes to everybody and says that she only went to one part of the city. It's like, girl, you just can't be coming to nobody's city making statements like that. Like, have you lost your mind? But I mean, her outfit was discombobulated, so you couldn't really expect too much from whoever she was. Then Lateshia says in her confessional that everything went great except for Latrice's drinking. Once again, I didn't see any evidence of her drinking, getting the best of her or anything like that, but I wasn't there. And then at the end of the episode, they leave off on a cliffhanger of one of the Bells being pregnant. And we all know that Belle is in fact Tambra. Shout out to the T Squad member who gave me that tea a few months back. I did an exclusive video on it. The first person on social media, on YouTube, to put that tea out there. So, boop. So, yeah, that was the mid-season finale episode. Like I said, the show will be back in September. I'm going to give the mid-season finale episode of BELLE Collective, I'm going to give it a B+. Overall, the first half of this season has been really, really good. I think as of right now, out of Carlos's shows, I will say BELLE Collective and Love and Marriage DC are the strongest out of his little franchise of shows that he has on. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.